Hello, and welcome to episode 10 of the Woolley Treasures podcast. Hello, lovelies, and welcome back to another thrilling episode of Woolley Treasures. I'm sorry it's been a little while. I've had lots of times where I've thought, yes, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do a little video, and then the nerves have just got me. I've really lost my confidence, so it was make or break this video. I thought if I didn't come on and do it today, then I'd just sort of call it a day and leave it. So here I am. So if you're seeing this, I've been brave enough to go through with it and actually load it up to YouTube. If you're new here, my name's Alison. I'm living in Essex with my hubby and my son and my dog Ozzy, and this is my little space on YouTube where I like to talk about my current knitting and crochet and all other sort of things, crafting really. So it's going to be a short one because I've not really prepared anything. Whenever do I? And two, because it's sweltering hot and I'm wearing this because I wanted to show you guys what it looked like on rather than just holding it up. But I think it's going to be another 30 degrees here in Essex today. So yeah, we'll see how long I last. If I suddenly fall to the side, I fainted, don't worry, I'll be fine. So yes, so I'm sure there's something I was meant to say at the beginning there and I've forgotten what it was, so doesn't matter, we'll catch up, won't we? I mean, I don't know what's going on, so you guys have got no chance. But anyway, if you've seen my previous videos, one, thank you very much, and two, you would have seen I was making the rainbow sweater, which is a 1940s pattern by Lavender, which is great yarn busting jumper. I will put a picture of me as usual that I previously put on Instagram of me wearing it. But yeah, I originally was going for summery pastel purples and pinks and blah blah blah, and then decided to go for these more sort of, I don't know, would you call them rustic colours? I suppose you would. But yeah, so it's got short sleeves and it's waistline, as you can see from there. But I mean, really, the pattern is so straightforward. You could make it longer. It does have instructions for longer sleeves. I think they're more like 3/4 sleeves. They used to have them shorter, which is great if you like to wear bangles or if you don't like sleeves getting in the way when you're doing any everyday activities. I don't know what I'm saying there, but you know what I mean. I was worried that this was going to strangle me because I've seen other people that have made them and they seem to be a lot lower down. But do you know what? I don't actually not like it like this. I've got a long neck, and I don't think things like a t-shirt neckline, I don't think that suits me. So this I'm happy with. I quite like this. It's very warm. The pattern was I think the pattern was 3-ply wool, but it went up to a 30. Oh, I'll put it on there what the pattern goes up to, but it wasn't for my size. I'm a 38 to 40 bust at the moment, so I used 4.5 needles for the main body, and I upped the wool size to a double knit, and I think it fits really well. It is high on my waist. I'm quite high waisted, so it does look a bit high up, but when I'm wearing the high waisted trousers and everything, it looks fine. So yeah, so I was really pleased with this, and it takes hardly any wool at all. The only thing I would say is whatever you're using for the main, like the ribbing and the yoke, what do you call this? I'd have at least 150 grams of wool for that. But for the individual colours, about 30 grams, and then that's rounding it up. I don't think I even use 30 grams. So yeah, great for stash busting. The only thing, because I am trying to get rid of a lot of my yarn, it's a bit crazy. So when I finished with the interim colours, or whatever you want to call it, I thought, right, I'm going to be good. I only had little balls. They were from other bits that had been used from different projects and stuff. And I thought, well, am I going to use them again? If I'm not going to use them again, just get rid of them. And I got rid of them. Then I decided, because I usually say I'm going to get rid of things, but I don't actually throw them away. They go in a bag and go in a cupboard just in case. But yeah, I actually did throw these ones away, and then decided, oh, a snood or a hat might be nice to go with this, because I will wear it sort of in the autumn, winter. It's a bit cooler. Of course, I didn't have the yarn, so yeah. So this is you can get this as a free pattern. You can also buy it from Etsy sellers I've seen on Etsy, which now I need to have a proper look, but they might have even upped the yarn and given you more sizes if you buy from Etsy. So you might decide, if you wanted to recreate this, you might decide that that's the better way to go. Oh, and I nearly forgot, it's got buttons on the shoulder, which is great for getting on and off, especially if you've done your hair and you don't want to muck your hairstyle up. So that's finished item number 1. And then, yeah, I thought about this snood. Now, the book is called Recreating Vintage 1940s Knitting, and it's by a lady on Instagram called Knitting for Victory. Sorry, Linda, nearly forgot your Instagram handle. And I got that book for Christmas, and it's absolutely lovely. I'm making one jumper from there. I won't show you that today. I've shown you previously in works in progress, and I've now finished one half. It's knitted in, the one I'm doing is called Happy Hearts, and it's knitted in 4, so half a front, half a back, and then use a different colour, and then the sleeves. So I've done a quarter, I suppose. So I've done a quarter, and I'm working on 2 other quarters, if that makes sense. But that's for another day. Hopefully I'll get that finished soon and you'll be able to see it. But one of the patterns that she has got in here is a snood pattern. Now, can you see that? It's like a bobbly pattern. The sun has gone in just when I want to show you. I'm trying to, you can see that, can't you? I will take a picture of me wearing it. So it's I mean, you could knit this in an evening, and it's lovely if you needed something for your hair, because I like them. Well, I say I like them. I've never been brave enough to actually go out wearing one, but I do with hairnet sometimes. If I put my hair in rollers, and then the day after I don't have time to properly brush it out, I use a hairnet, and it's sort of, so I do my fringe properly in a a bit of a roll, and then the hairnet sort of holds it all in, holds the curls in, and then at least until I've got time to properly do a brush out, and then the curls aren't damaged. But this is good for, well, either that, or if it's getting to the end of, if you roll your hair, getting to the end of your curls, or not. You might just want something to keep your head warm because it's double knit wool. Well, you can do this in 4-ply or double knit wool. So whatever jumper you're knitting or what outfit you've got, you can make it to match. So I've noticed on here, I look ever so dark. Why do I? It's a nice bright day and the lighting in here is absolutely awful. That's better. I just need to go back a bit. Sorry about that. Right, so yes, so I've done it in brown because I'm making a dress for a 1940s weekend that I'm going to, and it's a grey blue dress, and it's got little flowers on it, and the centre of the flowers are brown. And I had the brown, so I thought, right, I'll knit the snood in the brown to go with that. But then come autumn, winter, that will go with lots of outfits, so that's good. It's a simple design. It's it's like a rectangle, and then for the 3 sides, again, I don't know if you can really see, but for the three sides you put elastic in, and then you crochet. It's knitted, but then you crochet round the elastic and that holds it in, and then the top bit is straight like that. And then when you put it on, I won't put it on fully now, but when it's on your head there, so you can just put some bobby pins around there, and that keeps it secure. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot of these, I think, in different colours, and I'll let you know when I'm brave enough actually to go out. I don't know why I'm not. I think again, mother menopause. I used to wear a lot of hair flowers and that all the time in the summer. Didn't really think about it, but I haven't done so much this year because again, it's like, I don't know. I've had the 60th this year, and I think it's taken a bit of a mental knock on me. So, but I won't be down for long. We'll get back. We're working on it. So that is make number 2, and that's a really good accessory, I think, to make. I'm going to pause. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going like a bullet train again. Okay. Again, in the last episode, I was talking about something that I had to do. I get these fads where I think of something, and then I've got to stop whatever I'm doing and get it out of my head by starting it. So I'm just going to get what I bought, which is down here somewhere. There we go. Right. From Amazon. Suddenly had in my head that I wanted to start making keyrings again, which I've done before years ago and then stopped. So I started off thinking, oh yeah, I'd like to make some keyrings, and then remembered that years ago I designed a pattern to make little geisha keyrings. And here she is. This is an old one, bless her, and her eye's been damaged, but yeah, that little detail on the back. And I thought, oh, it would be lovely to make some more of those. And I thought, well, I know I wrote the pattern down in a book. I'm terrible with stationery. That's another one of my things. If I see a nice stationery book, I've got to buy it. Needless to say, now I think I've got about 10 or more, 10 that I know of. I've looked through all of these books and I can't find the pattern I made. Now I know it's simple. It's a simple design, But I had a go, and now I think she's in here. Are you in here? Are you not in here? I've moved you again, haven't I? You're not in there. No, she's not in there. I did have a go at recreating them, and they've come out okay. Oh, it might be in the... Sorry, you're looking at the top of my head. I'm just going to pop down here again, because I know it's here somewhere. Oh, well, I don't know it's here somewhere. I thought it was here somewhere, but it's not. Ah. Oops. Talk amongst yourselves again. Oh, getting close. Ah, right. Oh, I'm so glad you can't see the floor in my living room at the minute, because it looks like a bomb's gone off. Right, so I tried to recreate. Oh, I think this is the first one. There is another one which is slightly better. Another needle. Where are you? She's hiding from me. Oh, here she is. Right, she hasn't got the hair on. Okay, so we don't have another clanger. I'm going to have to do a lot of clearing up this week. Right, okay. So yes, so that was the first version, which isn't too bad, but I started at the top of the head and worked down, and then realised, well, that's not, because it's never as, when I'm doing it, it's never as smooth where you finish as it is where you start. And I thought, well, she's going to have the hair on anyway, so it makes sense to start at the bottom and work your way up. So that is where I've got for the body and the head. I've dropped her on the floor now, just to show you like the difference. So there is a difference, a slight difference, but I mean the size is right. Once I've got a hair on, and the little tops. So I do the bobbles I do after. So the ones I did before, they either came with the two little buns or the one bun. So yeah, so that's what I had in my head. That's what I was all excited for last time. I've dropped her as well now. Oh, yeah. And it was like, oh, I need to buy all these key rings. I think I've got 60. But they come in two parts, but there's 60. And I thought, oh, put them up for sale, and they can be bag charms and key rings. So what was that? So 4 or 5 weeks ago, and that's as far as I've got. But I will do them. They will be done, and I'll show you. I think I got disheartened because it wasn't exactly the same as the first one, and it put me off. I must have it written down somewhere, but if not, I mean, I'll finish this one, and I'm sure she'll look just as nice. So geisha key rings or bag charms. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are they a good idea? People, I think key rings are crochet key rings are quite in fashion at the moment, so we'll see. So then I thought, right, I saw on Pinterest, because I just put in crochet key rings, and someone had done sheep, and I thought, oh. So I had a look for free patterns, because another issue I have at the moment is I don't trust Etsy with crochet patterns, because I bought one, I think I mentioned it last Christmas, and what I'd bought wasn't the crochet, it was just an AI scam. And the more I look on Etsy now, I can't tell what are real patterns and what are the AI ones, which are no good, because they're nothing like what the picture on the front. So if you know any good sellers for patterns for anything like Christmas patterns or keyrings, dolls or whatever, leave a comment, because I think that's the only way we're going to know now is by word of mouth if they're any good. Right, so I saw one for sheep. There he is. I don't know if he actually looks like a sheep. What do you think? Does that look like a sheep? Maybe not. I think it might look a bit more like a cow. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I put in for free keyring crochet patterns and came upon a site that had these adorable sheep. When I went on to it, it was late one night. I was scrolling. Oh, I've got a bit of thread there. So I started the head, but they only gave you the free pattern for the head and not for the body. You had to subscribe, and I've got so much coming in on my inbox lately. I didn't want to subscribe. Maybe I will later if I'm definitely going to do that. But yeah, so the head is from the pattern, the free pattern, and then I just did the body and the legs and the ears myself. So, but the only thing is now that's I get or you can see from me holding up, it's miles too big for an actual key ring. There's one of the, or maybe a bag charm, but I don't know. So yeah, so that's the key ring. He's too big, or she's too big for a key ring, but I have used double knit wool, so I'm going to do it again. I think I used a 1.25 crochet hook and double knit wool. So I think if I go down to 4-ply and maybe a 1 or a 0.75 hook and try again, it should be sort of, I don't know, sort of that wide, which will be better for a keyring. So that's what I'm going to do. I will try that out and I will show you in the next video. But so yeah, so that's another finished thing. What I'll do is I'll stick it in my sewing room, which is unfinished, which is why I'm still down here. Yeah, so that can sit in my sewing room. So that is that. Oh, I'm going to put this away because otherwise I'm going to knock it. Oh, the beads I bought some beads from Amazon. Oh, last year before, and they come in a similar box. You know, one of these little clippy boxes. Me being me, when I was putting the eyes on, which I only did this morning, I'll confess, put the eyes on to these. I balanced the plastic box, on my knee, and then dropped the bead that I had. I'm dropping everything at the moment. Is anyone else having that problem? Is that a menopause thing? Just can't seem to hold on to anything, and I'm dropping everywhere. Anyway, dropped the bead on the floor. Forgot I had the open box of beads resting on my knee, and went, oh, and the box went, oh. That was a happy hour picking up beads. Anyway, yeah, so key rings, that was what the whole secret surprise thingy was from the last video. But yeah, I will persevere. Right, okay. The sun came down. Not the sun, my son came down, so I just paused for a minute so we could have a little chat and say good morning or good afternoon. So what was I talking about? Key rings. Yeah. So I'm also wondering, I think I've said this before, I'd like to start selling some bits and pieces again, like with the baby clothes. I haven't finished anything new there either to show you this week, but I don't know, where do people sell things? Where do people think is the best, or where do people look for things? What's your favourite site if you're looking for like a baby set or a gift or whatever? I know you can. I've seen that you can have Ko-fi on here, and they've got a Ko-fi shop. So I might have a look at that as well, because I've not really heard of Ko-fi until watching. Sorry, I'm doing that because my telly's over there on the wall. Yeah, so that might be the way to go. Or eBay, Etsy. I've heard some bad things. Sorry, Etsy, I'm dissing you today, but I've heard some bad things about Etsy with sellers because of the fees, and if it doesn't sell in so long, then you have to pay again for it, which I think you did with eBay in the beginning, but I don't know. So yeah, I really want to get back into that again. I'm going to give myself a push, because I used to sell bears. I used to do the little, I think I've shown you before, little miniature bears, and I really enjoyed doing something. It does give you a buzz when somebody wants to buy something that you've made lovingly. Sorry if I'm kicking the bottom of the stand. I'm fidgeting because I'm getting nervous. So right, okay, let's stop that. How's everyone been? It seems to have been a long summer in the UK, and I know people in Spain and in France as well. We've been seeing on the TV there's a lot of fires and that. I was around in the 70s. I think I was in 77. I was just starting senior school, so I remember that really hot heat wave we had before. But we haven't had any rain here. I don't think we've had any rain here in Harlow since the beginning of July, and all the ground is now cracking up. There's no green grass. Don't get me wrong, it's nice. You know, your washing dries in a couple of hours. It's lovely, and it's nice to sit out in. But yeah, you know, we're going to need some rain soon. But yeah, I'm waffling again, aren't I? I had a lovely holiday at the end of, I think it was the end of June we went away. It was the end of June we went away to Lymington. So we, hubby and I and Ozzy the dog, with my son, my daughter and my son-in-law, and we hired a Airbnb, I think it was. No, it was booking.com. Booking.com? One of those. In Lymington, and it was lovely. It was just, the first day we were there, it was absolutely boiling hot. It's going really dark again, isn't it? Let me see if I can adjust. Is that better? Yes. Yeah, the first day we were there, it was so hot, you couldn't move. This tiny little cottage, but it had a lovely, huge garden and a summer house down at the bottom, which overlooked, which was next to this field with a couple of horses in, which we got to know. And yeah, we played games. I'll put a little video on of that my hubby took of me knitting. I think the horses are in that as well. But yeah, we're definitely going to go back there again. It was lovely. It was a lovely break. We were only there for 4 days, but it was really nice. it was Lymington. If you don't know, it's in the New Forest, which when we first got there, driving through like the New Forest, there were horses just roaming free, like walking across the road and all sorts. It's idyllic. It was lovely. So yeah, so that was nice. What else have I done? Recently had my 4-year colonoscopy. So bowel cancer that I had in 22. And yeah, it's all clear. So great guns. 1 more year to go, and then I'm off their books completely. I think I might get I've been talking with my daughter. I think I might get a little the bowel cancer ribbon is blue, and I've seen some tattoos that people had when they've made it into like a heart with wings. So I'm thinking I might be brave and have another tattoo. But we'll see. We won't do it till next year. Don't want to tempt fate, do we? But no, so everything's going great guns there, so that's good. Went to a retirement party yesterday, or barbecue, for my friend Anne. Hi, if you're watching. That was lovely. That was really nice. So where do the years go? I mean, I met Anne when we were 21, 22, working as barmaids in the pub, in the local pub in Cheshunt, and now here we are, like nearly retirement. Well, she has retired, but yeah, she's a good knitter as well, and crochet. She makes beautiful baby blankets. So I think that's what bonded us as friends, because back then we used knitting crazy. So yes, so that was yesterday. Today I went for I think we did a mile in the end, my friend Angela and I, over the Harlow Town Park, which was really nice. She took her mum's dog Spud, and I took Ozzy, and that was cute. Well, I must have been. We went at 8 o'clock before it got warm. I haven't walked like that for a while now, and I got back, had a cold drink, fell asleep. I was asleep for about an hour and a half. But I'm getting older. I'm slowing down a little bit, but that's okay. I'm exercising again now, doing my I've been doing 15 to 20-minute exercises, but I think from tomorrow, it's Sunday today, so I think from tomorrow I'm going to up it to half an hour and see if I can't get rid of some of this. I don't think it is the weight I'm carrying. I don't think it is all menopause. I think some of it's from not really moving for 2 years. So yeah, so that's me. So I hope the summer's been treating you well. Children are all now off, so if you've got kids, I hope you're coping. At least they can go out if they've got shade, I suppose. When I can remember when my two were little, and more often than not during the summer holidays it would pour down, so I'd get all arts and crafts out and we'd be doing that. But yes, Miracle, we've got a hose pipe ban as well. So not that we've got a hose pipe here, we've only got watering cans. I've been trying to save my plants. So we're allowed to use the watering can. So we've been back and through, only 3. I mean, I've not got a lot of plants. That's something I'd like to work on next year. I'd like to try and do some bedding plants from seed. But we'll see. I have these great ideas, and that's where they stay, ideas. Right, I've got 2 more to show you. One is, it's not a jumper, it's a jacket. Well, it's not a jacket, it's a bolero that I bought from, now the Etsy seller is Visage Vintage. And excuse me, I actually bought 2 patterns, but I had for this one I had the wool and the colour that would go with an outfit again for the 40s weekend. And look, it's It's called the Popcorn Bolero. I'll put a picture as usual. But yeah, and the wool I'm using now, I think it's, have I got a ball of it here? Sorry, bear with, I'm going to go over here again. Well, I have, but it hasn't got the band on it. I think it's King Cole, but the name of it is Silver. I'll have a look and I'll put it in the description. So it's, if this is going to pick up, that's quite true to colour. It's called Silver. I thought it was grey at first, but it's not in the light. It's like a bluey grey. And hopefully I should have, this is 4-ply. Did I say that? It's 4-ply. And it goes up to, now the pattern is for a 36 inch. So it's seven stitches to an inch. So I've added on 14 stitches, and I think it's going to fit. Do it with a wing and a prayer. If it doesn't fit, I'll donate it to somebody that it will fit, but I'm sure it will. And it's a bolero, so it doesn't have to meet in the middle at the front, which is an advantage. It only sort of curves round, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm really loving this. It's a 16-row pattern. It's a 1940s. Did I say that? It's a 1940s pattern. I think I've said that as well, haven't I? I'll put a picture of it on the side there. Yeah, I mean, I was going great guns until I got to this last bit here, this last section here. And then for some reason, I just went completely wonky. I even ended up having working on the wrong side, if that makes sense. So the bobbles were on this side instead of this side. I got completely kerfuddled. But we're back on track now. And then I think because it was giving me trouble, my mind started wandering. And I ended up, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday morning. If you've seen my Instagram, you might have seen my story. But I woke up, I think it was yesterday was Saturday, Friday morning. I woke up and for some reason, the first thought in my head was, I bought an Alan Dart pattern online last year for Halloween. And I don't know where it is. I wonder where it is. So got up, had my coffee, looked online to see, found it, which was a miracle in itself. For these two, Trixie and Treater. So I'm making these. So again, I get an idea in my head and I've just got to do it. So even though I was working hard, because hubby even said, well, what's happened to your popcorn bolero? I said, it will still be done. It's the middle of September and we're now on the 9th of August. So this will be done. It will be done. But I've had a detour for this, and I love an Alan Dart pattern. I mean, they're so... Hello, I'm back. Well, that was the weirdest thing. So yesterday, telling you about the Alan Dart pattern, and the camera went off. Then I realised, so I redid it again, and watched it through last night quickly on my phone, and audio, visual, everything was there, so it was great. So I finished work today. It's now Monday evening. Finished work today and thought, right, I'm going to upload everything I use CapCut for these videos. and got to the last little clip and no volume. So I went back onto my phone and I couldn't find the video. So because I'd already forwarded it on. Anyway, long story short, didn't have an ending. So I'm back. Hello. To you, it's only a couple of milliseconds. It's actually over 24 hours later and it's hot. It's so hot. And I've been looking on the news and they've actually said it's going to get really hot again from Wednesday. So, yeah. But anyway. Oh, and also, now, if I remember rightly, I've already told you earlier on in the video about our visit to Lymington in the New Forest. And I've also seen on the news today that they've had fires there and they're trying to put them out. So if you've been affected, I'm really sorry, and I hope it gets sorted soon. Right, so I think what I was telling you at the end of the last one was about the Alan Darts Trixie and Treater. I don't know if I showed you what I'd done, so let's just recap quickly. So yes, so it's an Alan Dart pattern for Halloween. I've done the head, I've done the body, and I've done the legs. And when I finish this, I'll upload this quick so I know it's saved, and then I'm going to start doing the boots. So for the legs, he says to use I want to say pipe cleaners. It's not pipe cleaners, straws. So I'm going to use pipe cleaners and see if that works, because I want them to be able to stand up. So yeah, so that was that. I think also at the end I was saying about selling items on Etsy or Ko-fi. You can put a shop on Ko-fi. So yeah, if anyone's got any ideas for me, because I would like to sell some of my key rings and maybe, I don't know, some Halloween bits, Christmas bits, baby items obviously. So yeah, comment below. Other than that, what are you making at the minute? Because I think that's where we get our inspiration from, isn't it? Looking at what everybody else is doing, and it's fun to see. It's fun to see what people are knitting. So I've got Ozzy around my feet. Ozzy, you're going to come say hello? You going to say hello? Come here then. Oh yeah. There we go. Let's not put you in the mic. Say hello then. Say hello. Hi. Hi everyone. Mummy took me on a mile-long walk yesterday morning and exhausted me, didn't I? Yes. I don't know if I've already told you that. I'll find out and I'll go through. So yeah. Have a lovely week wherever you are in the world. I hope it's sunny but not too hot, and everyone's safe and well. Happy knitting, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.